They've just started going, Posh fans. Let's drown them out with a few songs. Back to the music.
So glorious sunshine at London Road. The early showers of a couple of hours ago have gone, so the pitch looking in excellent condition here once again. Posh will be looking get back to winning ways. That defeat last week by 2-0 at Hartlepool, and that home defeat against Notts County. So just behind Brighton, they're in third spot at the moment, and the visitors this afternoon, Swindon Town, in 11th place with 15 points. These two sides met on a number of occasions. Last three occasions, in fact, have been draws, 2-2s and a 1-1 draw. Go back to 2004, Posh League win-off 4-2, and in fact the biggest aggregate here at London Road is 4-3 back in 1983. The next game is a very big one on the 30th against Brighton Hove Albion. Today is a testing one as well. Looking at the Swindon Town side, they've got in goal David Lucas, 2 Scott Cuthbert, 3 Michael Rose, captain Jonathan Douglas, number 7 John Paul McGovern, Simon Ferrier 8, Vincent Perigard 9, Sean Morrison 14, 15 Kevin Amakwa, 16 David Ball, and 22 Matt Ritchie. Number 12 Phil Smith, number 6 is Paul Gaddis, number 10 David Pruton, 18 Alan O'Brien, 21 Alan Sheen returning from injury, hamstring injury, 23 Nathan Thompson, and 32 Charlie Austin, man in pretty good form as a sub with 4 goals in total this season. Today's match sponsors are Lilford Associates. Referee is Jock War from South Yorkshire. Assistant referee is Gavin Munge from Bedfordshire. That with the red and yellow flag. The yellow flag will be held by Adrian Senarad from Suffolk, and the fourth official this afternoon will be Stephen Ross. So Posh also won away in 2006 at Swindon Town. They have a better home record, 11 wins here at London Road. Swindon have won here on 6 occasions. Posh have drawn on 9 occasions of both the sides. Posh scoring 46 goals to Swindon's 34 in that time. So a fair cordon of Swindon Town supporters here this afternoon. And the mascot out there encouraging the fans. In fact, the mascot tried to do a rugby tackle on me before we started. Luckily I made side move him and got by, and I made myself up here. He's now seeking the acclaim of the London Road end as we approach kick-off time. And this N-Power League One game. Danny Wilson, the Swindon Town Robins manager. Gary Johnson will be hoping this afternoon that we return to winning ways at home and put the pressure on the top two.
Like it did.
Good noise building up here. London Road looking particularly crowded, as indeed is the family stand.
I think, how did they get the
Very near to kick-off time now. I'll give you the Posh team news in a moment. Obviously will be a change from last week. Lee Tomlin receiving that red card on 84 minutes. As after Posh had already gone down 1-0 on 44 minutes. Second coming in the closing stages of that game. You always know, usually Posh will score, so unusual they didn't get a goal last week. I'm sure they want to rectify that this week. Although knowing Danny Wilson and all the experience he's had, and one of those good managers in the league, this will not be an easy affair for him. So just looking at the team news now for the Posh as the match officials come out. In goal will be Joe Lewis. Number 2, Mark Little. Number 4, Galvin Langmead. Number 5, Gabriel Sequani. Lee Freckleton in at 8. Aaron McLean 9. George Boyd 10. Grant McCann returning the captain from suspension. Greg Musfield 12. Tommy Rowe 14. Aaron Davis 21. Lee Tomlin and Matthew Gill, the 2 men out. Substitute Steve Collis 23. Charlie Lee 6. Dave Hibbett 15. Carl Piani 17. Lethiel Mendes-Lang 19. Nana 22. And Matthew Gill 25. So there's the familiar handshakes at the start of the game. Swindon in their very familiar kit, and Posh as the mascots, and Grant McCann breaks away to generous applause from the home crowd, and another club mascot comes out, number 2, and there's the Swindon mascot as well. So all 3 young, and another one there, number 4, 3 for Posh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Peterborough United versus Swindon Town. Here are your starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors. Swindon, they have number 1, David Lucas. Number 2, Scott Cuthbert. Number 3, Michael Rose. Number 4, Jonathan Douglas. Number 7, Jean-Paul McGovern. Number 8 is Simon Berry. Number 9, Vincent Sharp. Number 14, which is Sean Morrison. Number 15, Kevin Amanqua. Number 16, David Bourne. Number 22, Matt Ritchie. London Road, are you ready for your Peterborough United starting 11? Number 1, Joe Lewis. Number 2, Mark Little. Number 4, Calvin Langmead. Number 5, Gabby Zakwani. Number 8, Lee Frecklington. Number 9, Aaron McLean. Number 10, George Boyd. Number 11, Grant McCann. Number 12, Craig Mackel-Smith. 14, Tommy Rowe, and 21, Aaron Davis. Your Posh subs, number 23, Steve Collis. Number 6, Charlie Lee. 15, Dave Hibbert. 17, Carl Piani. Number 19 is Nathaniel Mendes-Lang. 22 is Nana, and the final one, 25, Matthew Gill. Come on, London Road, it's Posh versus Swindon. Kick-off moments away. Let's hear some Posh we are.
So as I say, kick-off's just a moment away. Referee sporting the yellow and black stripe this week, lighting up the London Road ground. The shadows just intruding onto the centre circle. Obviously the autumn evening nights drawing in. A little bit chilly here on the gantry this afternoon, but I'm sure it'll be a lot colder during the course of the winter and those darker nights which unfortunately start oh too soon, so shortly. So, as I say, a good atmosphere here at London Road. We're going to have a scrum down for the Posh. A little bit of a huddle. So just a reminder, Jock Moore is the referee, and our match sponsors are Lilford Associates. Here we Posh with the kickoff. Posh defending the London Road end. Both managers in suits. Referee, a final check of the watch. Chance of United going up. Whistle to the lips, and we're away. Little to Langmead. Rowe to Sequani. McCann. Ball forward to McLean. Nicely controlled, turns well. Has ball in front of him, ball puts it into touch. Ball on loan from Manchester City. Rowe going forward. Chance for Cuthbert to clear from defence. Only as far as McCann. McCann has Frecklinton. Mikhail Smith to Little. Easy one to head away there for the Swindon side. McCann there. Langmead up and under. Comes off Craig Mikhail Smith. Throw to be taken by Rose. Joined Swindon from Stockport this season. Ritchie has Little for company. Davies. Frecklinton to Langmead. Be a first touch for Lewis. With Vincent Perigard coming down. Here's Boyd. Boyd. El Smith trying to flick it back for clean early touch for keeper Lucas. Sakwani back to Lewis once again. To early touch. It's always important for the keeper to have an early touch of the ball. Getting these men to go forward. Out of his area, no one to challenge him, so a few yards gained to gain that extra momentum forward towards McLean. But, Morrison rises well, but Posh back in play well. Good combination. McCann now, Little, first time cross. Goes to McCann, get ahead! Posh are taking the lead! In under 3 minutes, Craig Mikhail Smith. 10th goal of the season, 7th in the league. Posh, one up. Perfect start. Great cheer for the crowd, lovely work move, good crossing. Header, keeper no chance. And Posh already in the ascendancy. As I said last week, they didn't score, wanted to get back on track. Well, they've done that within, 2 minutes 16 seconds to be precise. But it's Swindon now. Posh will need to ensure they don't get the Robins back into it. That's just a bit too much pace from Ritchie for Bull. And we're going up is a chance. Well, it may be a little bit chilly, but that certainly warmed the hearts and lungs of the home supporters. And here comes Posh again. Boyd. Frecklinton couldn't quite get it through. Cut out. Important interception. Now it's Swindon on the attack. Ferry. Nice. Comes in the area. Comes to Davis. Need to come away with it. Get it clear. Davis turns. Frecklinton. Boyd. Time, space. Comes through to McCann. McCann sends away. Craig Westwood again. Could be a second. It's going to be a second. Yes, it is! 2 goals in 2 minutes for Posh. Chelsea easy go up. So just under 4.5 minutes is Peterborough United 2, Swindon Town 0. Cool as anything there, Craig. Mikhail Smith. So, within 5 minutes, Craig Mikhail Smith on a hat-trick. But here comes Swindon with the captain Douglas. Can't pick out JP McGovern, John Paul McGovern, former MK Dons player. Well, biggest margin at London Road for Posh is 4-0 against Swindon. They're halfway there already. So Swindon with a bit of a mountain to climb already. Swindon, who had back-to-back wins, One in the cup, one in the league. With it to do, but Posh need to be watchful. They score goals, but they also concede. Nice movement there. Yeah, had to bring Lewis, had to make sure. Good strike from Ritchie. Corner for the visitors. First corner of the game. Comes in. And McQuarrie. ...2000 was the year when it was 4-0. So 10 years on, we're 2 up already. 2 well-taken goals. Shows confidence from McAlsmith. Brecklington. Davies, nice flick on, looking for McLean. And McQuarrie. Can only put in the cut. Boyd rushes across. Rowe. Goes out of touch. Throw in to the visitors. So Quani marshalling there. Wilson already on the touchlines, arms folded. But here come the visitors, but Brecklington does well. Just overstretches. Referee wants a word with him. No, decides not. He wants the ball back there. So it will be Cuthbert to take the free kick. So coming up to 8 minutes and already Posh 2-0 up into the area. Langmead heads out, but only to a Swindon player. Cuthbert finds Ferry. Ritchie to captain Douglas. Blocked from McAlsmith, into touch. Ritchie slips over, goal kick to Posh. Well, Swindon hadn't got out the starting blocks and 2 down already. Well, I've got a feeling goal difference this season is going to play a significant part, so Posh want to move on from this and take advantage. But as we know, it was a funny old game. But, certainly very positive though. Mind you, that's retrieved by Swindon as they come across the halfway line. But lack of communication there between Ritchie and Rose. And Langmead will tidy up back to Lewis. A little bit of a breeze, pushes it back a little bit towards the halfway line. Bounces for Ferry. McAlsmith really looks energetic. Boyd unfortunately finds Ritchie. Comes out to Rose. Little's in quickly, prevents Ritchie any thought of moving it forward. Ferry comes and offers his services. Indeed, it be Ritchie. No, it's not. Really looking for some help here. Comes in the form of somebody to please move for him, and it does in the end. Perigard shouts the handball, referee waves that away. Cuthbert finds McGovern. Moving in halfway inside the Posh half. Could be a chance of a shot there. It bounces awkwardly for Douglas. Comes to Ritchie. Ritchie goes down. The referee's not interested at all. Little does well. Smith does good control, and here comes McLean with his blue boots. Looks for support, struggles a bit there. Davis is there, but it's Ritchie for the visitors. Crossfield ball. Rowe. Amankwa. McGovern. Sequani marshals it back to Lewis. Has time, sends the ball forward towards McCann. 2 captains to go towards the ball. Apologies from McCann to Douglas. Frecklington. Rowe. Flag stays down. McAlsmith's on his way again. Cuthbert for company. McLean does well. Ref allows play to go on. No advantage gained from Posh. Jockworth, the referee. Some fans looking for the free kick there, but as no advantage was gained. But play goes on. Goes through Anu Morrison. Cuthbert. Time for Frecklington to assess the situation. Langmead tries to free good ball to flag goes up. I'll see an offside position before, because at the moment the ball was played. I see a number of red players there. Assistant referee Adrian Senarud there from Suffolk. McGovern turns. Feeds it back all the way to Morrison. Morrison has been with the club since 2007. McLean. Boyd. Crossfield ball from Rowe. Can only find Ritchie. Here comes Rose. See if they can combine. Well, it's a slightly overstruck time for McCann. McCann loses it. It comes to Lewis. So McCann is still down. Going over his ankle. Referee comes across, ball put into touch. He's back, or I'm not quite sure at the minute. Went to his back for a moment, went to his leg as well. Whether he's jarred, looks like he's jarred something, or physio across. Innocuous sort of challenge, no maliciousness or anything like that, just one of those occasions. And Ritchie, the man who made the challenge, the first man across to see if he's okay. McCann's pass found little than the first time crossing McAlsmith to put that one in the net, and then the through ball to McAlsmith to make it 2-0. Goals, first two goals within 5 minutes, coming on 2 minutes 16 seconds and 4 minutes 25 seconds to be precise. So there's occasions when you remember it was so quick. So it looks like it'll be okay. Ritchie will sportingly come across and return it to Lewis. Generously done there by Ritchie. And as I say, the first man across to see if McCann was all right. Gary Johnson motivating, Danny Wilson bellowing. We really hoped his defence was tighter at that stage. Danny's teams are normally very tight, but hit. Oh my word! It could be trouble here. Cuthbert's going to have to cover that. That's the safe thing, but again, the Robins looking somewhat fragile. Can sends the ball forward for McLean. Yeah, good work in defence by Cuthbert. Has he reached the touchline? No, good work by McLean again. Comes the oh my word, that could have gone anywhere. Swindon have a man advantage here. Posh now back. Good crossfield ball comes to Rose. Rose inside the Posh half. Looking for Ritchie again. They seem to link together these two. Yes, they do it again. Looks to shape but can't find it. Comes back to Douglas. Douglas threads it through but only as far as Langmead. Shouts of watch it. Not easy one for Frecklington. And Richie's shot going wide. But not the easiest of all for Frecklington coming from Langmead. With a Swindon player homing down on him. So we've gone past the quarter of an hour mark. Peterborough United 2, Swindon Town 0. Smith, both goals. Powerful header forward. Carney marshals it back to Lewis, who keeps it from going behind the line and conceding the corner. Sets himself up. An easy one from Morrison. Langmead, his opposing number, comes to McLean. Boyd strides through. Clean. Smith was going forward again. Ball will stay there. Langmead marshals it well to Lewis. Little and Rose will join company, but it's Douglas. No one there. Easy one for Langmead to pick up. Smith trying to find Boyd. Comes off Boyd. May have been thought that had indeed come off number 16 ball. Well, that was not the case. Amankwa. Morrison finds Rose. Richie has to retrieve that as well to defend the ball going through to Smith. Speculative strike goes straight into touch. That'll be a goal kick. And it's Ferry finding Rose. Ferry again has space. Smith coming back, does well. Lewis says that's mine. So good chase back from Smith. 1 minute he's pumping the ball in the back of the net, and then he's back helping virtually a midfield position to take the pressure. Good effort there from McLean. Bit like little and large over there in heights, but he can certainly spring. A bit like old Zebedee in the Magic Roundabout years ago. Langmead looks for Little, just has the right amount of pace. It's well controlled by Little. Davies, speculative ball forward, goes through to Lucas, who's not actually been called upon to make a save, but has conceded 2 goals. Well, he has been called a save, but he hasn't had the chance. Davies in for Gill today. McCann in for Tomlin. Tomlin suspended for 3 games. McCann coming back from suspension. Rowe. Twisting, turning. Boyd. Nicely left for Frecklington. Comes off Swindon player, but it's deemed not, and that'll be a goal kick. Both officials quickly indicating a goal kick. As we approach the 20-minute mark. Posh with that 2-goal cushion. Perriade. Offside, Richie just changing size and finding himself behind Sequani. Shadows beginning to lengthen somewhat, but thankfully at the moment those showers are keeping away. Certainly made the clearance, goes towards ball. That will not reach ball. Ball into touch. Sun stood out here at London Road, and really entertaining first half, but a one that the managers sort of frustrate themselves with. Rose. There goes Richie again. Very lively, the man on loan from Portsmouth. Ferry. Langmead. Frecklington won't get that, goes into touch. Rose will take the throw. Douglas. Nice ball to Ferry. And
Attention please, attention please. With the driver of a silver Peugeot 206, which is parked in the Moyes Lane car park. Registration number AG53.
Good catch by Lewis.
YJ. Please contact the steward immediately and ask that steward to conduct you to the control room, please. Thank you.
So back to the action after the announcement there. The second call there. Smith trying to send it forward towards Boyd. Sequani. Smith again. It's gone down. Danny Wilson, that animated with his side. Gary Johnson more sedate, hands in pocket, but Danny Wilson is shouting and, oh my word, his arms are really going over there. It's really shouting at the mark. Langmead is there. Davies. Frecklington. McLean. Douglas could send the Swindon break here. Little does well. Mind work. And there's a gap open here from Ferry. Here's Austin. Little important block there by Davies coming back. Posh need to control this. They're giving the ball away too easily in dangerous positions. They've already paid the penalty with 2 goals conceded, when really they should have pushed ahead. Rowe looking for McLean, finds McLean. Boyd flicks it onto McLean again. McLean, Boyd, back to Frecklington. Frecklington looks for support, hasn't got support, goes to Sequani. Sequani to Lewis. To the final 4 minutes of the first half, probably about 2 minutes of stoppage. The injury for McCann and the substitution. McCann, no pace on that, only can find Cuthbert. McCann retrieves, comes off McGovern, back to Lewis. Posh really off to a tremendous start. 3 goals up within 23 minutes. Then 5 minute spell from Swindon, which has made it more nervy. Still, there are goals in this game. Gary Johnson this time applauds his players. Langmead goes towards the halfway line. Now over the halfway line to Little. Little has made some impressive runs down this right hand side. Now cutting in again this time. Got McLean free on that side. Now, what can they conjure here, Posh? McLean goes by well. Chips it across. Important boot there from Rose. McLean doing well. Posh, I think, for the first time at the corner. 43 minutes. Can they restore that 2-goal buffer? All the time it's 1 in it, you feel Swindon have a chance. McCann. Smith on the line, Langmead comes across. Here it goes. Langmead rises. Morrison's in front of him. Ritchie thumps it forward. Ball is underway. Rowe. Oh dear! Ball. Oh dear! Second. Swindon really back in it. Ball with a second. 3-all. another.
Goal scorer for Swindon Town, number 16, David Hall.
I think the pictures will sum up what happened there. Posh 3-0 up, now 3-all. Just looked like Rose Boots stayed in the turf. And Swindon have got in, well, ecstatic land down this end. Well, we've certainly got a game on our hands here. Little with a throw. Little. And Ritchie does well again. It's sitting on the ball too much. Not a good clearance. McGovern. Oh, Austin should have done better there. Half a chance. Well, needs to be a stern talk at half-time here. Couple of very basic errors from the Posh. Posh impressive up front. And they could be in trouble here for the corner. He gets across quickly. Oh.
There'll be a minimum of 3 minutes of added
Appealing for a penalty there. 3 minutes. Lewis sportly puts the ball out. Manquan going down. So, Posh, 2 up within 4 minutes. Mikhail Smith on both occasions. 23 minutes, 3-0 up, thanks to Frecklington with his first of the season. Then 2 goals in 5 minutes. Ball with his second of the season for the visitors, first in the league this year. Then Ritchie for his first goal whilst on loan from Portsmouth. And Ball there again on 43 minutes with a terrible mistake by Rowe. Leaving a 1-to-1 with Lewis, and cool as anything, Ball around him with Rowe running back to try and stop it going in. I don't think the Posh players can quite believe what's happened, certainly the supporters can't. Well, biggest aggregate between these two sides is 4-3. And that was back in 1983, 4-3. We're going that way at the moment. Boyd goes and barges. Ball on the far side. I think he's just quietened down a little bit. Lewis. McLean rises. Morrison. Being forced back. Does good work. Puts it into touch. Throw to Posh. Coming up to the 3rd minute of stoppage time. There has been an additional injury, so probably another minute to go here. Throw comes in. Frecklington wide. Well, the last 3 metres have been draws between these sides, 2-2 and 1-1. At the moment it's 3-3. McLean Douglas rises well. Ball forward. Ball. So the two on loan players from Portsmouth and Manchester City doing well here. Douglas. Take your time, the whistle goes. Half time, Posh 3, Swindon 3. And Posh were leading by 3-0. So, pulsating first half. Watch this space in the second, I think. Wonder how the lunch half-time talks went. There is now going to be a substitution.
Substitution for Swindon Town coming off number 1.
So David Lucas is coming off.
By number 12, Paul Smith.
So Paul Smith, the former Millwall player. So whether that's an injury. So it's 2 substitutions used by Swindon. Austin already on for Perigard. We wonder if that was an injury as well. Referee checking his watch. And away we go. Posh attacking the London Road end. Free kick. Davis just leaving his boot out. Catching Rose. Well, we've had some sprints in the second half from Posh. We're going to need one this half. Repeat performance of the first to get the opening 2 goals will be handy. But at the moment, it's Douglas with the free kick. So early test for the Posh in the second half. So Kwani rises well. Carl Smith. Frecklington. Awkward one for McLean. McLean does well against Morrison's. And Rowe looking to amends what happened at the end of the first half. Does well there though. Good effort from the young man. And Posh have a very early corner. Well, we've seen McLean score early on in the second half this season. A new keeper as well, so an early test for him. As McCann takes the corner, goes towards McLean. Amakwa. Austin, the former Poole lad. Poole Town, good season last year for the club, and done fairly well this season with goals so far, 4 in total. Lewis with the clearance. Morrison's not the best of headers. McCann down does well. Slightly overstruck by McLean, but good work by Davis. Rowe, nice ball forward. Header from Boyd, just past the far post. Promising start from the Posh. And Smith waiting for the ball to come back. Fourth appearance of the season for him. It's a bit of pressure on. Little does well. They've got to watch Ritchie and Ball. They have looked speedy, those 2 players. And with Austin as well, there's a youthful feel about Swindon. And they've got speed, so the defence are going to really lift their game in this second half. Good control from Ball again. Boyd does well to get it back. Boyd towards, looks like possibly a push from McLean by Rose. But referee sees nothing untoward. Good ball across. Promising start this is. Austin. Austin with that pace already. McGovern. Skin continues his run. Kwani says to Lewis to come for the ball. That breeze just getting up at the moment. Douglas and Frecklington together. Ball again goes towards Langmead. Has time to send it forward towards McLean. McLean tries to find Davis. Under a bit of pressure there, but referee has looks like he's awarded the free kick. Doesn't see any advantage gain. Cuthbert. So Sequani looks like I got a problem there. Going Physio coming across. This could be an enforced change. Unless there is. Lee will come on. As Rowe takes the free kick. Posh down to 10 men at the moment. McLean to Boyd. Oh, the bounce just eluding him. Richie Lewis offering an option there to Little. Sends it downfield towards Macau Smith. Morrison heads well. McCann. As Frecklington chips it forward towards Boyd. Rose puts it back into play rather than out. McGovern. That will go into touch, and Posh can have the change.
Substitution for the 19 coming out of number 5, Gavin Garman, to be replaced by number 6, Charlie Lee.
Rose pumps it forward, maybe an early touch for Lee. Has to watch the bounce, does well. Frecklington. And Sequani makes the walk down the dugout. Throw finally taken to Douglas. Cuts in. Sorry, Austin to ball. Boyd does well. Sends it forward to McSmith. Whoa, slips a bit. Cuthbert does well. Douglas this time though. Rose on the far side. Swindon beginning the ball to pass the ball well. Oh, just overruns it to Davies. Langmead also slips. There's not been any rain during the half-time interval, but the players bit hefty there, Morrison's. That'll be a throw to Lewis. Goes towards McLean. Cal Smith. Morrison again does well. After those failings in the first half, are certainly Swindon looking slightly stronger now and more threatening. Lewis comes out. Douglas goes forward. Lewis is going to have to get there. Does well. And clears the stand. Well, if you're going to clear it, you clear it. So, Posh being forced back into their half. They need to rekindle that early, 23 minutes of the first half where they really just... Swindon weren't here. Morrison. Just the touch to Smith, the substitute keeper for the visitors. On for Lucas. Looks for movement, sends the ball high, just inside the centre circle. Didn't really get the pace. Lee comes forward well. Miguel Smith has got Rose for company, and Morrison and Rose is trying to marshal this out. Davis is quickly prevents the ball going forward. Posh having the early flurries of it, but since then it's been very much Swindon Town, and again players slipping. That's a good ball through to McGovern. Poor shot from McGovern. Lewis did well to position himself to put Govan off. But again the openings appeared. Lewis goes down. Well, maybe the service is getting decidedly slipperier. But, very. McGovern. Crossfield ball. Finds Rose. Rose quick released towards Ritchie. That'll be a throw to Posh. Little there. But Ritchie still looking dangerous. The man on loan from Portsmouth. Score of the second goal for the visitors. Austin. Langmead recovers after being nutmegged. And Lee looks to release McLean. Morrison rises well. Doesn't go into touch, but he has time to find Ferry. Finds McGovern. Douglas. Very much playing a controlling light in the midfield there. Good ball downfield. Down goes Ritchie. Ritchie will retrieve the ball. Referee not interested in the free kick. Fires it in. Langmead clears out. Forward on by Frecklington. Cuthbert rises well. Douglas again. Has plenty of time. Some of the home supporters. Nice ball forward. Lee's there. Austin has time to turn. Posh need to clear this pressure building. McGovern does well. Boyd's there. Corner to the visitors. Away fans livening up no end. Home fans starting to get irritated. Feeling Posh should get in there a little bit more with the tackles. McGovern, no, he slips. Cleared. Davies hoofs it away and he finds Ferry. Lewis comes. Lewis does well. Has to do well. Ferry, Boyd. Ferry keeps it in well. Rowe, try and release the pressure that's building on the Posh. Frecklington. Davies. Lee. Rowe. Tries to send Gareth Smith now. Cuthbert will marshal that. Peel for the corner, goal kick given. Minutes gone on the second half, still 3-3, but the likelihood of goal is certainly on the cards. Lewis aims for Gareth Smith, doesn't. Boyd picks up well. McCann to Little. Little does well again, takes on that defence, strides forward. McLean, nice ball back to Davies. First time run towards Frecklin. Rowe does well. Rowe. Boyd. 4! Well, Rowe brings him back into it. Boyd with his 6th of the season. And on 58 minutes, Posh back in front. 4-3. But well done to Rowe there, saw the opportunity, went on, got the cross back, and there was Boyd to slot in his 6th of the season and 4th in the league. Right, Posh, let's hold on to this lead now. Once again, the noise around me goes up. So Lucas conceded 3 in the first half. Smith now conceded 1. Little tries to turn throw. Ritchie still threatens on that far side. Well, don't write Swindon out of this. They really have shown comeback factor. But it really is now for Posh to control the ball, take the sensible option, hold the ball for a while, make Swindon come for them, and then gaps will come. Now, Davies with Frecklington, Boyd, McLean over this side, right, Frecklington's asking for the ball. Second chance for McLean, to Boyd, finds Douglas, who got back well. Now, this is Ball, he's on a hat-trick as well as Michael Smith. Ritchie looking for his second. Little is there, McCann goes back. Ritchie does well again. Little does well. There's a good battle out there between those two. And the referee's now given the free kick. Long time for the decision. Pull in. So on the hour mark, it's a free kick for the Robins. Austin Lurkin. Ball there. Morrison with the height. Douglas. Comes the kick. Goes deep. Lewis does well. That's a good save from Lewis from Austin. Austin looking for his 5th of the season. And Lewis had to be alert there. So the pressure remains. McGovern. Lee heads away. Ritchie shoots back in. Morrison's got the ball. Langmead with him. Comes off Langmead. There'll be a corner. All clear from the corner. Lee. Ferry. Lee does well. Lee does well. Posh on the break here. Lee across the halfway line. Boyd cuts in nicely. Lee has stayed up. Sends it across towards Macau Smith. Well, the flag didn't go up. I think they were thinking they were offside. Lewis. Morrison's not the best of headers. McLean working hard. Frecklington. Too little to McCann. McCann will fire one. Gets a deflection. Could have gone anyway. Corner. So McCann. No Zaquani this time, so Lee is there. McCann across. Overshoots everybody. That'll be a goal kick. Lee back to Lewis. Not what's needed. And here comes Swindon again. Ball. Rowe does. Well, I think Ball made a bit of a meal of that. Rowe booked. So on 65 minutes, Rowe is booked. So first booking of the afternoon. McGovern. Dangerous position for the Posh. Good save by Lewis again. Two saves in 5 minutes. So powerful header from Amangwa, who really should have done better there. He's angry with himself. Michael Smith unmarked here, was waving to Lewis, but ball coming back too late for him to release quickly. McLean chases it. Does well, McLean. Crossfield towards Davies. Heads back. Frecklington there. Morrison rises well. Davies down. McCann. Lee. One for Rowe to line up. Good shot. Right idea. Smith. As we approach the halfway point of the second half. George Boyd's goal in 58 minutes, giving Posh the lead again. Lee rises well. McLean goes forward. Lee heads again. Cuthbert's there. Ferry. Boyd. Can he get it from Frecklington? No. McCann. Frecklington. Not easy for him. Cuthbert's there. McCann comes across. Finds Little. Needs to release quickly because Richie comes across fast. Little sends the ball through for Michael Smith, and good ball it was. Here comes Douglas again. Langmead comes off Austin. That'll be a throw to the Posh. Good tackle. Little. Morrison penalised by the assistant referee. Going Munge didn't like the challenge on McLean. Rose goes across and has a word with the official. Time for the players to get some refreshments. Shadows slightly changing direction now, not much sun left in the centre circle. So 3-3 at half time. Posh 3-0 up, and then a fight back by Swindon. 2 goals from Ball, 1 from Richie. Boyd on 58 minutes. Thanks to good work from Rowe, putting the cross in, and there was Boyd to score his 6th of the season, 4th in the league. Posh to go in front, edge themselves in front, but Swindon still pose a threat here. So finally having to go off injured Charlie Lee, replacing him, and also in the Swindon goal the replacement keeper Smith for Lucas. So McCann will send it forward, the sun beaming down here at London Road. Free kick goes towards Langmead. Langmead gets up, but can't get the pace or indeed the direction on it. McLean, thankfully, he's back on. Smith sends the ball forward, aiming for young Austin. Being marshalled by Little at the moment. There's Rishi. Douglas. Frecklenton line now. The referee's just waving players away. Frecklenton will come across, will be the second booking. Hopefully Douglas is all right. Douglas has been a key link in this Swindon side. Yellow card for Frecklenton. Man returning from injury. So the last change for the visitors coming on, number 4. That's indeed Jonathan Douglas will be coming off. And David Pruton. So David Pratton coming on, the former Nottingham Forest Leeds player.
Substitution for Peterborough United coming off. Number 8, Lee Frecklenton, will be replaced by number 22,
Nala comes on for Lee Frecklenton, scorer of the Posh third goal. So 2 changes on 70 minutes. Bruton on. Brutton is on, number 10. Ooh, very nearly a mix-up in the area for Posh to start with. Shouts of hands. Hands has been given. Penalty has been given. Penalty. So Austin, by the looks of it, will take it. No really great debates from the Posh players. So Lewis now will really be tested. Austin, 4 goals, the man formerly of Poole Town. This comes up. Well taken penalty, 4 apiece. And this is the biggest aggregate between these two sides, surpassing the record from 1982 or 83. So 4-all. "18 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. Well, certainly touched an arm. But was it deliberate is the question. You either see them given or not given. Today, given. 4-all. So what can Posh do now? They can. There's Morrison. Clean there. Rose will take the throw. Lee. Boyd tries to find Smith, but it doesn't have the pace. Oh. Langmead. Little. Clean tries to retrieve it. Very well taken penalty from Charlie Austin. Taken with confidence and pace. Langmead. McGovern. Ball's been quiet for a while. Now it's his turn to get away. Rowe. Handball. My word. Hands all over that referee, I think. Late challenge on McCann. Austin. Should be a booking here for Austin as well. Book is out on 75 minutes. Yellow card. Lee debating with the referee. And should be back on fairly quickly. Lee will send this forward to see if the Posh can conjure up their 5th goal of the afternoon. Langmead hens it inside. Boyd's there. Boyd chips it across. McLean's there. The kerfuffle in the penalty area. Cuthbert clears. Little's there. Nana's there. Let it go to the corner. Rowe will keep it in. Boyd. Oh, clipped him. Free kick inside the. Wow. That was inside the area. Well. Animated on the Posh. Well, from here that looked inside. You need to be consistent with penalties. And I think Swindon have had a lucky escape. Well, let's see what Posh can do from the resulting free kick. Everybody par Lewis in the Swindon half. Now can McCann conjure up one of his spectacular free kicks? He's got Davies with him. There's Boyd, Lee rushing. Here he goes. Oh, that was so close. That's 6 inches away from the far post. So the final change of the afternoon for Posh coming now. Davies is off on 78 minutes.
Substitution for Peterborough United coming off. Number 21, Aaron Davis, to be replaced by number 19, Nathaniel Mendes-Lang.
So Nathaniel Mendes-Lang on. So we've got about, I would say, a quarter of an hour left here. Ooh, chance of handball, yes, against Morrison. Linesman again alert. Ferry having a few words. A chance once again for a good ball into the area. 4 apiece at the moment. Certainly a humdinger of a game here at London Road. The rest going to have to be very alert here because it goes to the far side to Lee. Lee heads it down. Hill pulls a hand. Goal kick given. And there won't be any hurry to take this. Or will they? They got the ascendancy with the 4th goal. So just to remind, 3-0 at one stage to Posh, 2 goals from Macau Smith and Frecklington, then 2 from Ball and Ritchie, 3 apiece. Boyd on 58, and then the penalty on 75. Lewis towards McLean, again being climbed over by Cuthbert. Now, Rose leads him well behind. McGovern. Dennis Lang with the pace. Langmead needs to be mindful of Austin. Austin's got plenty of pace. He's on a booking now, though. That shouldn't really affect him going forward. And McLean can't get the ball quite where he wants. Good challenge. Referee doesn't like the challenge. And now another book. Tremendous Lang's like. So, no booking thankfully this time, but a free kick for Swindon. Here we go. Ball forward towards Ball. Rose there. Boyd, got to watch. Overhit. Might just stay in if Austin, but he can't reach it. Lewis needs to release this ball quickly. Posh. Can we have a grandstand finish here at London Road? Every time Cuthbert discreetly climbs, Lee loses his footing. And here comes Rishi, but Little as well. Lewis. Ferries underneath it. McGovern sends it the wrong way. Morrison's who sits to the top of the roof. Ball goes forward. Cal Smith can't get through the corner. Throw to Posh. Little carries forward his momentum. Morrison. But Little gets it back if he can. McCann. Lee. Goes towards McLean. McLean. Rowe comes up. Good work by the keeper. Rowe coming up there. Ball trying to sprint forward. Has McCann there. It's still got to be watchful. League has. Well done. Now. Rowe has stayed forward. Boyd is there. Good ball needed. Good header from Rose. And Swindon can come forward with Rob. Ferry. Ball unmarked. Ball's unmarked and onside. Austin coming in from the far side. Ball goes well. Lee. Good challenge, important one now. Rose. Ferry weaves his way through there. Ritchie. Good save by Lewis, the third of the half. 84 minutes. Nice height for him, but he has to save him. High score margin between these two. This is 4-4. That's an easy one for Lewis. Now, can he release Boyd? It's through. McLean. Needs support, McLean. Oh, tries to find Boyd, can't get there. Rose to the clearance. Langmead wins it back from Austin. Comes to Lee. Gives it back to Langmead. Over the halfway line. Cross ball towards Rowe. Well left by Smith. Rowe has time. Gets Rowe with a throw. Goes into the area towards Boyd. Important header. Ball with a clearance, but he's sent it across goal towards McCann. McLean's there. Crescendo. Appeals to a penalty. McLean goes down. Referee not interested. So just needed someone to swipe the boot, and it was in the net. Lee. No pressure there this time for the Swindon side. Langmead. Lee. Mikhail Smith on a run. Just too much pace. Smith takes Cuthbert covering. We're in the last 5 minutes, but certainly stoppage time must be at least 3 minutes. Langmead. Got to be careful. That's Ferry there for company. Comes off the Swindon player. Quick throw taken by Little. Nana. McLean, who's threatened without having the luck to get the goal so far. Morrison puts it into touch. Little has worked hard as well this afternoon, McCann. Nana. Going into a cul-de-sac a bit there, but McLean. McCann's cleared. Austin. Needs to be mindful of Ritchie. Here he comes again. Langmead. Back to Lewis. Both sides use their substitutes. And here comes Ball. And then Boyd's going to have to make an important challenge there. He does. Good work by Boyd. Manku. But the pressure still on the Posh defence. McGovern. Langmead. Good block. Some fans were a bit nervous, but he's in control there. Here comes the resulting corner. Posh need is to clear this, make sure they don't concede, and a quick break will do nicely. But here we go, here comes the corner. Someone else slips, really have slipped. Flags up, offside. Waits for the ball, Little gets it to Lewis.
Quick reminder of the winning half-time draw number 4 year worth £150. It's 10,436. The attendance for today's game is 7,077. Thank you for your support. Today's match sponsors have been Milford Associates, and they've selected as their man of the match Peterborough United's number 12, Craig Mackail-Smith.
Craig Mackail-Smith, man of the match, crowd of over 7,000. There's Posh on the attack. Not the best ball one from Little. Langmead back to Lewis. Last 2 minutes of normal time, looking for the fourth official. Stephen Ross from Lincolnshire for what he's going to put up on that board. It should be at least 3 minutes. Cuthbert should leave that for the keeper. Straightforward enough, that is. So Posh, 2 goals up in 5 minutes through Craig Mackail-Smith. Fracklington on 23 made it 3-0. Ball, the scorer on 24. Ritchie on 28. Ball again on 43. Boyd putting Posh back in front on 58. Then a penalty on 75 for handball. Austin, the scorer, making it 4 apiece. So Boyd tackles well. McGovern goes down, but there's nothing. Now Cuthbert and McCann. Men over here. Handball. Boyd comes to Boyd anyway on this near side. Mackail-Smith cuts inside, be a corner, right. Everybody be up there now. Last minute of normal time. Austin comes back, noise goes up. One good delivery, one header, strike, back of the net, that's what we want. Here we go. Again. Tips it over. Keeper punches well. Richie clears. Little will chase it, will stay in play, I reckon. Oh, it will just go out. Just slowly goes into touch. Little quickly. Lewis needs to come forward and release it. Does towards McCann. Rowe. Good defensive work. Well, he was taken off the Swindon player there. Free kick. So we still wait for the ball to go up. Unless we missed it, didn't announce it. Where's the official gone? McCann. Mendes Lang. Mikhail Smith. Comes off Morrison. Well, there's problems with the board. It hasn't gone up. McCann again. Right. Ball looking to sprint. Another corner the visitors will have to defend. Well, look, maybe the final opportunity here for Posh to secure a win, and what a fight it has been if they do that. But here we go. Over the cross. Goes across, misses leg, corner given. Back-to-back corners. Well, the last 3 meetings have been draws between these sides. And they've been 2 all draws, 1 all draw, but here's McCann. Got keeper again. Oh, just missing McLean. Ball comes. Oh, that was fortunate for Ferry. That's into touch. Boyd. Not the easiest of balls. Lewis needs to hit it forward fast. He does. Lee rises well. Cuthbert with the clearance. Little will lose it there. Good tackle. Desperate stuff then. Nana. Little. Morrison's got time to clear this. Has McLean come in? And it's Lang. Being held. And it's Lang into the area. And first goal! Posh will score! 93rd minute! Kerry Johnson's ecstatic. Mendes Lang the score of deflection of the Swindon player. Oh my word! 5-4. Well, you do get your goals at London Road. Those for the nervous disposition. Nathan Mendes. Commiserations to Swindon, they made this game so really here. Well, as well. He's well, wipe the sweat off his brow this time. What a game, what a day. Come on then, Gary, let's do one more, go on. Go.